Hello, everyone. Welcome to A Garden a Day with Maidenbrock Gardens, where we explore the world one garden at a time. Today is September 24th. Two gardens side by side on the bank of the Mississippi River. That's where we are today, at the Munsinger and Clemens Gardens in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Yes, there are two separate gardens on today's garden visit. Munsinger Garden dates back to the 1930s and spans about 14 acres. The garden is informal with winding paths bordered by blooms. This is yet another garden we featured this year that had its start thanks to the Works Progress Administration as part of the New Deal. The land was acquired by the city of St. Cloud in 1910 after the sawmill that had occupied the space suffered multiple fires and could no longer stay in business. The city transformed the area into a public park, and then in the 1930s, Joseph Munsinger, the city's parks superintendent at the time, designed the garden and, with help from the WPA, created Munsinger Garden. The Clemens Garden sits on a hill just above Munsinger Garden and began in 1985 with a small formal garden. The garden was expanded in the 1990s after William and Virginia Clemens donated land and funds for upkeep to the city in 1988. The garden was again updated in 2000. Spanning 7 acres, the garden is formal and evocative of traditional European garden design. There are 6 garden areas within the Clemens Garden, including the rose garden named for Virginia Clemens. There are more than 1,000 roses in the garden of 70 varieties. There are also 2 rose test gardens nearby. The Clemens Garden also includes a rest area garden, a perennial garden showcasing winter hardy perennials and Minnesota native plants, a white garden inspired by a garden at Sissinghurst, and a treillage garden. The gardens are maintained and promoted by Munsinger Clemens Botanical Society, along with both full and part-time garden staff. The Botanical Society hosts concerts in the gardens during summer months and an annual art fair in July. The gardens are open daily during the growing season from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. And that's about it for today's garden visit. Join me here tomorrow to find out where we're going next. As a reminder, you can subscribe, like, or follow this podcast at any of the podcast listening places. You can subscribe to our mailing list by visiting our website at gardenaday.com and clicking on the subscribe button. You can also find us on Pinterest, and you can support us by buying a book through our storefront on Bookshop. Links are provided in the show notes for this episode. Thank you for listening today and every day. If all goes well, I'll be right back here tomorrow. See you then.